Ladies and gents, let me tell you a little thing about the people of Britain. For a start, we can't say the letter T when we pronounce our own country's name, and also we are obsessed with the weather. Right at the moment, I'm looking out my window and there's a layer of snow about, 2 inches thick, right? If you're from Canada or Sweden, that probably seems like general day-to-day stuff, but here in England, we have such crazy weather, we have no idea what's going to happen, and everything is a surprise to us. Like, we wake up and see snow. Oh my god, it's snowing! The next day we wake up, oh my god, it's sunny! What's going on? It's like God is trying to play some kind of epic troll on us by repeatedly changing the weather. You live in somewhere like Florida, you probably have sun all the time, with the occasional hurricane thrown in there just to troll you, but here we kind of like, there's no rule, we just do whatever we want. There's like, oh, rain one day, snow the next, whatever. Aside from that little tangent, let's get into the battle. First turn, I have my Soul Rock against the Gigalith, and I kind of figure, let's go for an Earthquake, and then hope he switches out next turn as I get at my rocks. I think this is my... I'll normally have like a defensive Soul Rock with like Will-O-Wisp and stuff, but this one, as it turns out, is my offensive Life Orb one, which just has Stealth Rock just for the hell of it. Now, unfortunately, he gets like 4 hits on the Rock Blast here. Now, I'm not too worried about that, but it does mean that I can only get off one more attack before I die. And I decide, you know what? The Son of God, he dies to absolve your sins. Be grateful. Take some damage on the Gigalith, and it doesn't quite kill him, but it was worth it just to go for the explosion. That's fine. The whole point of that Soul Rock is just get up rocks and then kill something, basically. It has decent attack, it can do some good damage. So now I go into Leafeon just to kill him off with a Leaf Blade, that's fine, get the Gigalith out of the way. Now I'm pretty sure I've bought my Tentacle to rapid spin away the rocks if I need to, but I kind of felt like probably a bad idea bringing it in on the Gigalith in case he kills me with Earthquake, but now I switch out, go into said Tentacle, everyone's favourite little jellyfish, and kind of hoping he's not the physical set with like Earthquake, Crunch, that kind of stuff, but here he reveals he does have the Crunch, which is not Earthquake, which is fine. As long as it's not that, I can live with it. You know, so take the Crunch, get the defense drop, that's irrelevant, I'm going to switch out next turn anyway. Go for Rapid Spin, that gets the spikes and rocks out of the way. Now I can make a switch into my Combusken, because if he had Earthquake, he would have gone for it on that turn. So, given that he only has, Spikes, Ice Fang, Crunch, and then Taunt, it can't do anything to Combusken, so gonna go for a Fire Blast and whatever comes in. I really don't care. Brings in the Ditto, and you know, the majority of Ditto are Choice Scarfed, and given that I get the +1 at the end of this turn, that probably means that it's now a speed tie, so it's like, do I want to risk it? I kind of think if he goes for Focus Blast, I die. But if I can outspeed him on the speed tie, I can get off a Fire Blast and take him out. And I do, which is great. That's one big threat out of the way. Now, unfortunately, I got the 2 speed boost, but he does have the Samurott still, which has the potential to carry Aqua Jet. And since I don't have the Eviolite, I doubt I can take one, so I'm going to switch out. Go straight into Leafeon because I can take any physical attack from Samurott. Goes for a Surf, which is kind of worrying because a special Samurott can actually be harder to deal with at times. Especially with my team layout here, but I kind of think, alright, next turn he's probably going to go for Ice Beam just to try and kill off Leafeon. That means I can get a switch back into my Combusken. I guess I could have gone to Tentacle, but I can't really do much to him in return, so whatever. Take the Ice Beam pretty well, and since he outspeeds me, I can go for Protect, and then, you know, go for a Focus Blast from there, hopefully. The only reason I switched out before, like I said, was because of Aqua Jet, but now I know he doesn't have it. I'm pretty safe just going for the Focus Blast, assuming I hit, which luckily I do. Take out the Samurott, which is all fine and dandy. Now, it's looking like Combusken can actually do some serious damage to his team, which, to be honest, Combusken, I think is underrated. Especially the physical set, which is Sword Stance, Sky Uppercut, Fire Punch, and Thunder Punch, but you know, the special set's not too bad. Give it a Life Orb with Protect and it can do some pretty good damage. In comes Electros. Electros is known for its bulk, and it still almost dies to a Fire Blast, which is pretty good, but now he takes me out with a T-Bolt. That's fine. Next turn, I can switch into my Tentacle, because even though this looks stupid, like, it might look like I'm deliberately sacking Tentacle, which occasionally I do, but this turn I go for a Toxic Spikes because I know he can't kill me with a single hit, and if he can, well, I'm faster anyway, so I can get up one layer of Toxic Spikes. I have no idea why I went for Flamethrower there. I'm assuming that was a misclick, but I can go for Scold, take out the Electros, and yeah, Tentacle gets a kill, so that's great. Next turn, Glalie comes in. I don't want him going for layers of spikes, so I think I just spam Rapid Spin until I die. Which is this turn, my friends. Tentacle goes down to a crunch, and that is the end of that. Next turn, I can bring in anything to revenge kill the Glalie. It doesn't really matter. I've seen its full moveset, and I decide I'll go into Murkrow. I could have gone for Sucker Punch, but I kind of thought if he goes for a layer of spikes, I'd rather have the sub up there. So yeah, it breaks my sub. I'm not a Violite. This is my leftovers offensive Murkrow with Prankster, Substitute, Brave Bird, Sucker Punch, and Mirror Move, yes. Mirror Move is handy on the Prankster set because, you know, it's really handy for taking down fast offensive stuff like Pinsir or Sork, for example. Now here's the fun part. I have the Sucker Punch, I have Sub, I have Mirror Move, like I said, but a lot of you guys requested that I do something with Krogunk in my last commentary, so I figured, yeah, why not? Appease the crowd. Let Murkrow die to a Stone Edge from Pinsir. Luckily, he did get the spikes rapid spun away by Tentacle, so I can preserve my Krogunk's Focus Sash. Go into it now. I can just go for a Venoshock, and it's not much of a Krogunk showcase, I'll admit, but you know, he gets a kill, that's fine. I mean, there's no way Pinsir's living a Venoshock from anything from there. This Krogunk, by the way, Krogunk gets Nasty Plot, it also gets Vacuum Wave, and you can have Sludge Bomb or Venoshock. And I think the final move is just Dark Pulse for lack of a better move, but you know, it's a reasonable set. I'll hopefully try and get a decent gameplay with it at some point, but yeah, that was the match, so hope you all enjoyed. That match, by the way, was against ShyGuyFace from the Smoke and Battle Finder. I like his team, it's pretty, you know, it's not the standard sort of stuff you'll see, like, anyone who uses Glalie is a good player in my books, but hope you all enjoyed the match, and with that being said, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.